Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at how do you not know this moment. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. A friend who was pushing 40 had never paid a bill before. She had gone from living with her parents to living in a dorm to living with her parents again until she got married. Then she got divorced and was living on her own for the first time. Got a text from her asking if my power was out too. Then she realized it was just her. Her excuse was she never paid attention to the bills because she thought they were receipts and that the cost was included in her rent. Her water was cut off a couple weeks later and we had to talk about that too. I'm sorry. What? 40? And never paid the bills before? That's crazy. Hold on. Wait. Even if she has been living with her parents, shouldn't she be helping out paying the bills at one point, right? Interesting, okay. But shouldn't you want to pay the bills for your parents and help them out? That's interesting. Does that mean she doesn't read the bills? Like, if you read it, it tells you when it's due and when you have to pay. It has the due date. My brother-in-law's soon-to-be wife. Not that they'll get divorced, but she's 33 and has never lived on her own. She's just lived with her parents her entire life, including the short time she was in college. She and my brother-in-law are planning to marry and move her into his place next year. They got engaged earlier this year. For the engagement, she picked out a $15,000 ring and couldn't wrap her head around why brother-in-law freaked out about it. She genuinely had no concept of how much money that is, nor any concept of what an insurance policy for jewelry looks like or why it would be necessary for such a purchase. Her current plans for the wedding include 450 guests, and she can't understand why that's not affordable. I'm just surprised she has 450 guests. Holy, that's a lot of people. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I were ever to have a wedding, the most there'll be, I probably only have like 5 friends I would invite, Like, I'll just invite my closest friends. Wow, I'm always so shocked as to how people have such big weddings and how they invite so many people. Wow, that's kind of cool, because I know I would never be able to reach that level. But I'll just have fun with my 5 friends. I feel like maybe back then I would, but then life, and then you just stop talking to a lot of people, you just stop. But I'm also pretty amazed at how people can maintain so many friends, and they have to maintain that friendship, meaning they have to see each other often. Well, not that often, but you get what I'm saying. Is that why she's so chill about it? She's like, yep, $15,000 ring, 450 guests, all good. She's not thinking about the financial parts of this. Weddings are expensive. Weddings are so expensive. Every 3 weeks, I catch my roommate trying to put his metal tea strainer in the microwave. This is in spite of the fact that our first week living in this apartment, he destroyed the microwave and had to pay for a new one because he put a metal tea strainer in the microwave. I don't think he realizes that his metal tea strainer is the thing that broke the microwave, I think he's just like, oh, why did it break? What happened? Oh, what happened? And he does it again and then it breaks again and he's like, oh, what happened? Was it the power? Did I press a different button? My former college roommate. She wanted to make pasta. She put a pot on the stove and poured the noodles in. No water in the pot. Turned on the stove. After a while, she asked me how come these aren't getting soft like when my mum makes them. She's probably gonna burn the pot. Oh no. The poor pot. She made brownies from a box. The box instructions say grease the bottom of an 8x8 pan before pouring in the brownie batter. You bet. She picked up the 8x8 pan, flipped it over, greased the bottom of it, and then flipped it back over and poured in the brownie batter. That's just funny. Oh my gosh. I don't want to live with this roommate. I feel like it's lucky she hasn't burned down anything yet, right? I kind of want to be her friend, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried for my life too. She just seems like a funny person, honestly. But I'm scared to live with her. My wife's entire family not grasping that you need to put water in a steam iron. Where do they think the steam comes from, you know? Had a guy constantly asking what time it is. By the 6th time, I said, bro, there is a clock right there. He said, I don't know how to read it. What do you mean you don't know how to read it? A couple weeks later on Facebook, someone shared a picture of cursive writing. He made fun of people who couldn't read it. I posted a picture of a clock and said, what time does it say? Sorry. He blocked me. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's what you get for making fun of people. Seriously, you can't read something and then you're gonna make fun of someone for not being able to read something else? You're kidding me. My friend in college once lamented, I have to pee and I just put a tampon in like 5 minutes ago. I hate having to pull them out dry. Also, it's such a waste. Her mother taught her that there is only one hole down there and peeing with a tampon in is not possible. Took a lot of me showing articles and diagrams and answering questions to convince her there are indeed 2 holes. She peed while the tampon was still in and called her mother in utter shock to share the good news. She didn't know there were 2 holes? I feel like a lot of people don't know. I don't know. Do they know? Do they not know? I mean, I remember learning about this in school and I was shocked as well. But like, I feel like you would know once you're out of high school, right? Or like even before that. Because I do remember me not knowing about this, but then I was young and we were never taught about this until we got taught. And then I was like, oh, interesting. Honestly, it was pretty shocking. I had a roommate at university whose cooking method was just baked beans in a Tupperware. Seal the lid, turn on microwave, when lid pops and explodes, beans everywhere, they're cooked. That's a method of knowing when the beans are cooked. Beans exploded. Awesome. I bet that microwave looks nasty. Honestly, it's so hard to clean a microwave as well. Why would you do that? Why would you make life harder for yourself? I remember when I first started dating my now husband, I was hanging out at his apartment waiting for him to get out of work. His place was a bit messy, so I decided I'd tidy up for him a bit. Fast forward to the next morning and he comes in a little shocked. Why would you load the dishwasher like that? I had never had a dishwasher before in my life. We're talking cups facing up, big pans shoved in, the whole 9 yards. Thank God he stuck with me. Oh, this was about herself. I have never had a dishwasher in my life either. We just wash the dishes by hand. Yeah, I grew up washing the dishes by hand. I feel like lots of parents make their kids wash the dishes by hands. Like they teach us how to do it and then it's just stuck with us for life, you know. I don't ever feel like I need a dishwasher. So that would probably be me as well. I don't know how to use a dishwasher. But I'm sure it'll only take like a minute to learn, you know. You just load it up and you press some buttons, right? That's all, right? Just like a washing machine, right? 19-year-old dude, how do you cook a fried egg? Gave him instructions and left him to it. Came back a while later to ask how it went. Fine in the end, but it took a few attempts because the yolk kept breaking. What do you mean, kept breaking? Well, I kept throwing them away because I thought breaking the yolk made it poisonous. Once again, he was 19 years old. What? How does he eat his egg then? Like, if he makes it sunny side up and then he eats it, it's gonna break either way on his plate. So does that mean he doesn't eat the egg anymore? Or, What happened? What's going on? Roommate in college was 22, had lived in an apartment for 3 years prior to moving in together. Legitimately did not know how to remove a trash bag from a trash can. We had the simplest trash can possible. Had never turned on an oven before. And my favorite, complained one day that their bathroom was always sopping wet every time they showered. Finally realized that they never put up a shower curtain. They learned quickly and became a pretty good cook by the time I moved out. But man, their parents really never prepared them for living alone. I'm just shocked. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm kind of glad my parents taught me how to do everything now. But like back then I was like, why do I have to do this? What do you mean you don't know how to remove a trash bag from a trash can? Come on, with the internet nowadays, there's no excuse really. If you don't know how to do something, you could like look it up on the internet. I don't feel like there's an excuse for these kind of things anymore. Like, yes, you can be like, oh, my parents never taught me, but at the same time, you could also learn by yourself. Our kitchen sink has one tap, 2 things. Don't know what they're actually called, for hot and cold. I walked into the kitchen and my partner kept switching between hot and cold. Asked him why. Well, the hot gets too hot, so I run the cold instead for a bit. He doesn't turn on both taps at the same time to get warm water. He's been doing this his entire life. Oh my goodness. I kind of feel bad for him, you know. Oh, I kind of feel bad, you know. It's like, oh, so hot, gotta turn on the cold. Oh, too cold, gotta turn on the hot. Oh my gosh, all that hassle. Why did he not think he could turn them on at the same time? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.